Hey Aquarius, welcome to my channel, welcome to my space. Thank you so much for being here. This is going to be your general messages for the month of June 2023. Just understand that these messages are general, so they will not resonate with all of you. Take what resonates, leave what does not. This is for Aquarius sun and rising signs. So if you have Aquarius in any of those two placements, I do intend for these readings to pertain to that aspect of your chart. But if you do have something, if you do have Aquarius in other aspects of your chart and other placements, and you still want to watch for that placement, if you don't have Aquarius in your sun or rising, and let's say that you resonate more with your Venus or your moon sign, and that's what you're looking for information on, definitely feel free to be, if your spirit or your inner compass is pointing you towards this video, by all means, continue watching. You're free to do whatever your soul advises you to do, okay? And also Aquarius, sun and rising signs, if there's something in particular that you're looking for out of this video, like maybe it's a love reading, money, health, what have you, career, sometimes that may come out in this reading, but remember, it's general. But one thing I always have advised myself, if I'm really focused on something in my life that feels blocked or something that I really want to manifest, and if there's a reader or a tarot reader or a psychic who is there giving a very amazing message that does still resonate with me, but I'm not focused on that, maybe that is something to focus on, because maybe that could be the very thing that helps you unblock certain aspects, the ebb and flow of certain aspects of your life, and then those start to come back together because of the information that you are following from the reading that is given to you. So yeah, so some of you guys, you may want to listen to this because, it resonates, even though you may not be 100% focused on these things. But maybe the universe may guide you to actually focus on these things so that whatever it is that you are concerned about is resolved. I hope that made sense. If it didn't, I'm so sorry. I hope that made sense. All right, so Aquarius, sun and rising signs. We're going to pull oracle messages first, and then we're going to jump into the tarot towards the end of your reading. And this is for June 2023. Universe, source, angels, gods, goddesses, ancestors, guardians and protectors, earth spirits and earth guides, please come before us to speak to the sign of Aquarius, sun and rising signs for their June 2023 messages of insight, guidance, and encouragement. What messages do you have for the sign of Aquarius, those born with Aquarius in their sun and or rising signs? What are their messages of insight, guidance, and encouragement for the month of June 2023? For Aquarius, sun and rising signs. Let's see, guys. Aquarius, sun and rising signs for June 2023. Messages. Let's see, Aquarius, what the universe has in store for you and what advice we have coming out here for you guys for June. Okay, Aquarius, sun and rising signs, you received the giraffe. Visionary. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, it says, rise above earthly matters, glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. So Aquarius, what I'm seeing here, looking at this card, I'm getting a sense of having to take an aerial view, or kind of not detaching yourself. I don't see a sense of detachment. I see this as rising your gaze from the lower plane, from the surface, to see the big picture of a situation that you're finding yourself in, or an emotion, a perspective, that you are contemplating, or that you are kind of settling in at this time in the month of June. And it says, stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. So, and it says you are able to see the right path. You may be too close to someone, or you may be too committed to something, where you do need to kind of pull back a little bit, Aquarius, in the month of June. There may be a job, there could be a career path, there could be a family situation, a financial situation, a romantic situation, where you may need to pull back and see the big picture of what is going on. See the big picture of why certain things have happened. See the big picture of why you feel the way you do, especially if you're feeling more negative about the situation. So if you're, okay, so what I'm also getting, Aquarius, sun and rising signs, don't force anything, because it does say stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. When you're confident in your worth and you know who you are, Aquarius, there is no need to try to force anything. There is no need to get snippy with anyone. There is no need. When you see the big picture, you start to realize, you know what, maybe these people just, maybe they're blinded. Maybe there's something that I can enlighten them on. If there is someone you're very close to where you need to kind of pull back out of love, because sometimes we can be very controlling as human beings, Aquarius, sun and rising signs, okay? Whether you're Aquarius or not, we as human beings can really hold tight to something, and we try to control it. We try to dictate what happens next. We try to dictate how someone treats us or how someone acts. A lot of the time you can't control anybody, Aquarius. Sometimes you cannot control a situation, and when you just release and step back and you rise above and you try to see, okay, what am I about to run into? How am I contributing to the situation in a negative and positive way? Or positive way. You have to realize, Aquarius, that no matter how hard you work, no matter how many good deeds you do in a situation, it can still hinder the ebb and flow of you being granted, your wishes being granted, or your prayers being answered. Because if you're praying for something but you're getting in the way, the answer may actually be no, not right now. Because, Aquarius, you may need to see something from a higher perspective. And when you are in your high place, there is nothing, you realize, okay, I'm letting go of control. I don't need to have control, because all I need to do is be. All I need to do is exist in my higher frequency, in my higher vibrational energy, and allow that energy to be my guide. Allow that energy to be my support. Okay? Letting go of control is not easy. It's not easy, especially for you, Aquarius, okay? Because you do come from a place of logic, you do come from a place of intellect, a higher thought process, and you may feel that, no, I know what's best. I know exactly what I'm doing. I know that what I'm doing is actually going to get results. Yes, you may get results, but what type of results are you expecting from this? Because it may be a completely different type of result than what you're expecting, depending on the vision that you have. If you have a vision of having this big happy family, getting married, having the job, whatever, what does it take? Sometimes it's more than intellect. Sometimes it's more than the logic that you possess, Aquarius. Sometimes it takes heart. It takes love. It takes release. You have to release and just let love take control. Love is very powerful. It's not just the lovey-dovey feeling, rainbow unicorns and all this. It's more than that. Love is very powerful. It is very potent. It is very intense. It is very transformative. And sometimes love is not always about grasping and hugging and holding. Sometimes love is giving way, giving space, creating a clearing for transformation and newness, renewal, if need be, if that's what's in the books for you. Okay? Because some of you guys may have in your mind, well, I just need something brand new. I need something completely different from this. Well, that may be with the same person or in the same scenario. It just needs to be renewed. Okay? It just needs to be destroyed or crumpled down or, you know, condensed and then, you know, rebuilt. Not all situations have to be destroyed and broken up and, you know, pushed away from you for good. Some things you just need to just realize, okay, we're here, we coexist. Let's just step back from each other for a little bit and try to figure out how we can improve this situation. Right? That's just some examples. Bottom of the deck, we have sea creature, protection. Okay. You are afraid. You are afraid, Aquarius. You are afraid that you will lose something. Either a part of yourself. You may be even afraid to be wrong. You may be afraid that everything that you worked so hard for, maybe a decision that you made was wrong. But you have to understand the decision that you make is protected. The universe is protecting the decisions that you've made, the actions that you're taking. You're safe, you're protected. The universe is like, okay, Aquarius, which path are you going to take? Which one are you going to take? Right? What direction are you steering yourself towards? Right? Pick one. It's giving you a choice here. Or maybe it gave you a choice. Your spirit guides, your creator, whoever, they gave you a choice and they said, okay, pick one. You chose it. Right? You're no questions asked. You're like, this is what I want and this is it. Right? But there could have been something that happened or something that kind of like jolted you and you're just like, oh, I don't want this anymore. I'm done. I don't want to put my all into this. But the universe is like, no, but you chose this. It's okay. We gave you a choice. We didn't say that you had to choose this and you chose something else necessarily. I'm seeing that the universe gave you a choice for some of you and you chose, and the universe was like, cool, let's go that way. Here's what we are going to do for you, you know, and we're going to show you some signs on what you need to do, right? Follow that, Aquarius. Don't just drop everything and throw in the towel and be like, okay, peace out, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. Stay committed to your choice. Stay committed to your vision. Because what it is that you want for some of you, Aquarius, it is very earthly. It's earthly matters. It's material based. It is carnal, right? And that's fine. It's okay to want those things. But what is it going to take to not just obtain them, but to maintain them? What is it going to take? What is it going to take? Right? It's more than just the mind. It's more than just, this looks nice. This looks good. I want that. I'm going to go for it. Well, understand that that journey is not all buttered toast, okay? It's not. You're going to run into snakes. You're going to run into dangerous places. You're going to run into darkness and uncertainty. You will, along the way towards what you want. Do those things exist within the realm of what you're trying to get to or where you want? No, not necessarily. There's beauty there. There's love. There is buttered toast. There is strawberries and, you know, apple trees and, you know, chirping birds and butterflies and all that. Yeah, all that's there. The money is there. The luxuries are there. The happiness is there. However, you got to be willing to go through the discomfort and realize that the decision that you've made is protected. And this card with the sea turtle that says protection on it, it says you are a master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. So what are you doing, Aquarius, sun and rising signs? Why are you trying to control this? What are you doing? For those of you who are doing this, who are not realizing that you have the power to let things be and just let things unfold. Because they're going to unfold well. It's going to be fine. But in your mind, you're just like, nah, it's not. This is how I want it and that's it. I don't want it to, you know, I don't want this, and that. The universe knows what you don't want. The universe knows that. It knows you very well. Your spirit guide, your creator knows you very well, Aquarius, sun and rising signs. You don't need to remind the universe of what you don't want. It knows that. Right? It's only when you decide to be up and down and say, well, I want that. Well, I don't want it anymore. I don't want that. You know, I want that. I don't want it anymore. That's when the universe is like, okay, like you're praying for this, this, and that, but you're not staying true. But I'm getting, Aquarius, that you know what you want. It's just the process of obtaining that. How this blessing is presented to you. You're kind of focused more on, I don't really like the way that's being presented to me. But it's exactly what you want. It's just going to take some cultivation. It's going to take some improvement, some shining, right? It's going to take some cleaning. Whether there's people involved who need to do the cleaning themselves and help you clean up, right? Or this is you cleaning up your own mess. It just depends. It just depends. But don't look at your decision that you've made and just be like, I don't want this anymore. This is stupid. This is not what I asked for. The universe is like, this is exactly what you asked for. It just doesn't look like it right now. And why is it presenting it to you like that? Because you need to improve. It's not just going to land in your lap. And even if it does, you're still not ready. You're not at the level that you're supposed to be to you know, make it exactly what you wanted. It takes time, y'all. It takes time. And if you're not willing to take the time out, it's going to be difficult for you in the month of June. Right? Don't rush anything. Don't rush anything, Aquarius. Please, take it from a fellow fire sign. I'm a Leo, okay? So fire signs, we stay impatient, okay? Stay impatient. Can't sit down for nothing. Take it from me. Don't rush anything. It says Dragonfly, card number 36. You bring light to this world. Bottom of the deck, we have achievement card 30. Win the award, accolade, or contract. So the trophy's there. You're on the right path. Right? You will be applauded. You will be celebrated. You will reach that milestone with whatever it is that you're dealing with or whoever you're dealing with here. But some of you guys may be very quick to just be like, peace out, or I'm blocking you, or I don't want to talk to this person no more. I don't want this, I don't want that. This will happen the way I want it to, and if it doesn't, I'm leaving. It's like Aquarius. What are you so afraid of? It's not going to happen overnight. Hell, it's not going to happen in a month or two. It may happen over a few years for some of you, right? You have to be willing to take that time to just embrace where you are, to root yourself where you are, to find that ebb and flow in the situation or the realm that you're in right now. And with the fire or the dragonfly here, it says you bring light to this world. Do you believe that? You are represented by the star card in the tarot. You are the light in the darkness. You are the hope when things just are unseen. They're uncertain. You give people hope. However, do you take that into consideration for yourself? Or do you just see things that you don't want and all hope is lost when things are not turning out the way you expected them to? You have a vision here. It's like creating a vision board, right? You have no idea how you're going to reach that goal. But every decision that you make leading up to that vision, you have to be confident in those decisions. You have to know your worth. You have to love what you do. You have to love the journey that you're on. No matter if that journey is more, is more grueling and tough than others. Right? You have to realize that this vision that you have, that you are on the right path every time. You have to follow your intuition. Not up here. Not up here, okay? Up here, yeah, you're good at that. You're good at that. Whatever doesn't feel right up here, like that's normal. Your brain is always going to betray you. I don't care. I don't care. Your brain is always going to betray you, Aquarius. Your spirit and your intuition, on the other hand, will not. Your brain is always going to tell you, you know, to get out of a situation so you can go back to comfort. Well, this doesn't look good. This doesn't sound right. This doesn't make any sense, you know? But your soul is probably going to, I was saying this to Sagittarius, but it's like your soul may be the very thing that's telling you like, well, this may not feel comfortable, but this is still it. And you'll fight that too. Your brain and your intuition will be going at it, right? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Always follow your soul, Aquarius. Dig a little bit deeper. Right? Don't look at the way things appear. Don't be fooled by that. You know? You may need to get a higher perspective or a bird's eye view to kind of bring you down before you come back to earth for a second and humble yourself, because arrogance, like that is a form of arrogance when you automatically assume, like, I already know that this is not going to be good. I already know that this is not going to work. I already know that this person's not shit. I already know this person's not going to grow. You know, you may kind of play like, you know, you're not impressed at all by someone or something, because maybe it's because you've been hurt. Maybe it's because, you know, this has happened time and time again. And then that's when you're just like, yeah, this is not going to work out for me. But there's a part of you that's saying, what if it does though? You have to bring a different energy to the court here. You have to bring a different energy to this realm that you're in right now, Aquarius, Sun and Rising signs. Because you win. You will win. But you will not win by holding on so tightly. You will not win by trying to dictate what happens next. You will not win by ignoring the universe, the signs that the universe is giving you. You will not win by telling the universe, no, this is not what I was looking for. This doesn't look right, and I'm not going to accept that. The universe is going to be like, well, that's on you. The universe doesn't care, Aquarius. Okay, the universe is not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, I'm sorry. Like, I thought this is what you... It's like, no, this is exactly what you wanted. We gave you exactly what you wanted. This is exactly what you prayed for. We answered you. We said yes, and here, you know, here you go. You don't like it? Well, okay. It's on you, not on us, right? This may be a tough pill to swallow, depending, whatever this situation is, Aquarius. And again, this doesn't have to be such a big thing about your life. This is a specific situation for some of you, okay, where there's just a tough pill to swallow, or there's something that you really need to pull yourself back from and realize, you know what? I need to find this current and just ride that current. Because it kind of seems like you're kind of left just kind of waiting, or just kind of not floating. I see you just kind of just really trying to swim and stay above water, or you're swimming upstream, something. You're trying to swim against the current, and the universe is like, just go with it, man. Just go with it, you know? Let's pull one more oracle message for you guys, Aquarius, Sun and Rising signs for June 2023. Aquarius, Sun and Rising signs for June 2023. Solitary, yeah. Card number 24, and it says dedication, self-love, focus. Dedication, self-love, and focus. You have lost touch with your superpower. You have lost touch with yourself, Aquarius. You are too close or too committed to something, or you're committed to something in such a way that you're not seeing the truth of what you need to do. You're doing the wrong type of work. You can be working, right? You can have a job and somebody gives you a job, and you could be doing your best to do the job, but the job is still not getting done. Why? Because the steps that you're taking, your process is wrong. The process of the work that you are doing in this situation, whatever the situation is in the month of June, you're realizing it's wrong. Whether you accept it or not, when you see, because Gemini season is all about reflection. It's all about seeing yourself. And you have to realize, okay, I've been doing all of this work, but you may step back in June and be like, oh, I've been doing the wrong work. I've been focused on the wrong thing, right? I've been thinking that this solution to this problem is actually practical. It's logical. It made sense to me, but now you're realizing the universe is like, it really doesn't make sense. Not in this scenario, right? It doesn't make sense. And the universe is trying to show you what makes sense. You actually might, some of you may be psychics, or you were in a past life, or some of you, with this card, you guys are empaths, right? You guys may be feeling a lot of things, a lot of people's energy. Maybe that's just not your place. That's not your time to do that in this situation. It's not time to feel what everybody else is feeling and try to control the situation because you can feel, you know, your empathic energies are, you know, dipping their fingers and their hands into everybody's cookie jar and everybody's minds or their brains or their feelings. It's like, no, this time you need to understand how you feel about this situation. You need to understand your path, right? Yes, you may feel the energies of everybody else. You may feel like you know what's best in this situation regarding these people, or this situation that you're in with other people, whoever these people are, Aquarius. But that's not your job. It's not your job to rescue. It's not your job to rescue anyone just because of what you see or how you feel about the situation. That's up to them to clean up their own mess. That's up to them to do what they're supposed to do. Like I said, give space. Okay? Give space. And let others do their part. You do your part. That's it. Don't. You may have been doing beyond your part this whole time and you may feel underappreciated. You may have been feeling like, well, I've been doing all this, and that, and nobody seems to care. Well, the universe is not allowing them to care because it's trying to keep you in your lane. It's trying to keep you in your realm, not in theirs. Don't hinder the ebb and flow, okay? Queen of the Darkwood Elves at the bottom of the deck, card number 40. So, and it says premonition, foreshadowing, and mystery. You already know, Aquarius. You know exactly. The universe has already shown you that it's already shown you the path. It's already shown you what you can expect. And some of you guys, the universe has already shown you that your decisions, or not your decision, your actions towards this thing or these people or this person, this place, it's already shown you whether you're in the right or the wrong here. You already know. The Aquarians that are watching this, sun or rising signs, the Aquarians that are watching this right now, you already know. You are not ignorant of this, okay? You already know that you're going to achieve what you want here. But there's a part of you that's just like, no, you're not. Your brain, it's your brain. Your brain is telling you, no, you're not. It's keeping you down here. But your intuition is going to help you rise up to see the bigger picture here. You've already had dreams. You've already had premonitions. Your intuition, your inner compass, you have been pointed in the right direction. Follow that. You know what you need to do. And you're going to be protected along the way. You just may need to spend some time alone to understand, you know, how to navigate this, right? All right, so let's go ahead and pull some tarot. I'm going to pull 4 tarot cards and clarify these cards towards the end of your reading. Aquarius, sun and rising signs. For Aquarius, sun and rising signs. Aquarius, sun and rising signs. Universe, source, spirit guides, guardians, and protectors. What more do you have to speak to Aquarius, sun and rising signs about for the month of June 2023? Give us more insight and guidance to these messages before us for the sign of Aquarius, sun and rising signs for the month of June of the year 2023. The year 2023 for Aquarius, Sun, and Rising signs. I don't know if I said this in the beginning of the video, guys. I'm sorry. Totally my ADHD doing this, but I don't know if I said this before, but for those of you who have been interested in these cards, they'll be linked in the description box below. I just thought maybe my spirit guides wanted me to repeat that. I don't know. Maybe I didn't say it. Aquarius, Sun, and Rising signs. Two of Swords. Yep. Okay. You were met with two decisions here. You need to be at peace with the decision that you've made. Okay, and it says the Lord of Peace restored, the Two of Swords. That's Libra. Some of you guys are dealing with a Libra, or you have Libra in your chart, or Libra just has something to show you. But overall, what I'm seeing is that you had a decision to make. You made it. Okay, it was a conscious decision, it seemed, but it was, but there is a decision that the universe is asking you to make, and it is very difficult here. It's like you either leave or you stay. And because of this control and feeling like you're going to lose everything, you may end up feeling very defeated in this decision that you're trying to make, because you feel like, well, what if I lose? What if I this? The universe is already showing you what you need to do. Okay, but you have to be at peace with it. Then we have the universe, the world card, the great one of the Knight of Time. Right? Time moves on, right? Let time mend. Time mends all wounds, or it heals all wounds. With the World card here, this is you realize, again, getting a big picture, right? Clearing out karmic cycles, because for some of you, what you're dealing with here is a karmic cycle. Whatever this situation you're dealing with. Some of you guys are dealing with the Capricorn, okay? So if you're not confident in the decision that you've made, okay, this can definitely make things a little bit difficult. But if you've made a decision, now remember, Aquarius, don't force anything. Don't force anything, right? If this is a relationship or a job and you're trying to force things to push forward, that's not what you're supposed to be doing here. You're not supposed to force anything. You're not supposed to push anything. You're just supposed to flow and realize that you're supported and you're safe. The universe has got you, right? You have to be aware of that. You have to be comfortable with that. You have to be at peace with that, right? But again, with the World card here, this is, and you see this bird here, this two-headed bird, like it's soaring above. It's seeing a bird, an aerial or bird's eye view of everything, the decisions that they've made, the direction that they're going towards, or that they're taking, the path that they left behind, the people that they've left behind. You're seeing the big picture of the decisions that you've made. Collect the info, collect the data based on what you see, and soar back down and come back to the ground and root yourself and be at peace with what you've gathered. Make amends if you have to, but we have the Nine of Swords, so yeah. So this is definitely, you're in your head about this. You really are. You're beating yourself up. You are fearful. You're being very hard on yourself. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. Blasted Tower, we have Scorpio. So the universe is saying it's not, this decision has to be made. I don't see this, if this is a relationship card, I don't see this as a breakup necessarily. I see this as you being at peace with somebody and realizing that you need to give them space to heal and to figure themselves out. That way you have space to heal yourself and figure yourself out, right? Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands. So the universe is saying that things are probably, all of this, it may feel like a lot is happening all at once. There's Sagittarius, so there may be a Sagittarius involve a Scorpio. There's Capricorn, Libra, yeah. So and Gemini. So there are those of you you're feeling like all of this is happening at once. But that's because the universe is saying, make a decision. Let go. The universe is saying, let go now, so that we can continue to move this forward. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify these really quickly. Aquarius, Sun, and Rising signs. All right, let's see. Seven of Cups. Yep. You are confused. Whether you say this or not, Aquarius, Sun, and Rising, some of you guys, there is a false sense of success or security. There's Scorpio here. Okay, Scorpio's here again, and there is this energy where in this situation you may have been feeling like, or you may start to feel like in June, that like, did I make the right choice? Am I crazy? Am I ignorant? Was I ignorant of something? Did I miss something? And you just may feel very confused and feel like, and I'm also getting like, how come I'm doing all of this work? I'm doing, I made this conscious, clear decision. I was confident in it. I had this vision, and now it just kind of seems like why am I not seeing the results that I was expecting to? But Aquarius, when you are so used to running away from something, or you're so used to having control, and the universe kind of snatches control away from you, of course you're going to be confused. But when you're confused and you don't know what to do, guess what? The best thing to do is just let go. And for someone who is not, if you're somebody who is not used to that at all, and you're just like, no, I'm right, I'm never wrong, you may feel like, well, universe, you may have got me this time, you're not going to get me next time. Well, the universe is like, well, we'll see. We'll see how much you're paying attention, right? It depends on the type of attitude that you have that will determine you allowing this relationship or this project or this whatever it is to unfold naturally, or if you're just going to push and push and push for things to happen, and then there's just constant blockage, right? Constant pushback, constant disappointment within that situation that you thought was supposed to give you the best results. Four of Swords. More swords are coming out now. That's the third card with swords. Okay, yes, you need to step back. Some of you guys need to go on a vacation in June. You're going on a vacation in June, and this is what's going to help you. Okay, it's going to help you clear out this confusion. Knight of Cups. You could be dealing with a Cancer here, so this is you're going to need to kind of spill your heart out, because once again, if you're not, I'm really getting that. In order for you to clear this up, this confusion, you need to kind of spill your heart out to somebody. You may need to really talk about how you feel, how much you love them, how much you care about them, and you don't understand why, you just, don't come from a place of like intellect or logic, you know what I mean? Because that can come across as a bit callous sometimes, or it can come across as a bit rigid, or but when you wear your like the Knight of Cups, if you wear your heart on your sleeves, you're also afraid that somebody is just gonna be in and out of your life. You're afraid that someone is not gonna commit. You're afraid of that. So therefore you're afraid to commit. You're afraid to commit your heart to something because you're afraid that someone is gonna burn you. Maybe like they did in the past, or like someone else did to you in the past. Once again, you gotta let go of that fear, let go of that control. But you have to be willing to maybe say that to somebody, Aquarius. You may need to tell somebody, like, I'm afraid that you're going to leave me. I'm afraid that you're going to hurt me like this other person hurt me. Be vulnerable. You may have to be vulnerable with someone, because they might realize like, oh, Aquarius actually cares more than I thought. Because in your mind, you may feel like, I've already shown you that I cared. Like, I don't need to tell you this, and that, and be an open book and tell you how I feel. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Then you have Justice, more air energy. This is Libra. This is Venus energy. So this is the universe bringing balance through this Tower moment. There is a breakthrough. There is balance restored. There is peace restored. Somebody needs to speak up. Someone needs to speak the truth, no matter how much it hurts somebody. Or you, Aquarius, need to hear the truth from someone, no matter how much it hurts. You need to kind of be broken a little bit so that your emotions can spill out. Some of you guys need to cry. Some of you guys need to speak your fears and your doubts. Instead of putting up a wall and saying like, well, this is how ABC, this is how this is supposed to be organized, this is how this is supposed to work, and if you can't do A, B, C, and D, then I don't want to be here. No more of that. No more of that. The universe is trying to soften you just a little bit, okay? Because that's the only way that you're going to show someone that you care and that they matter. And you may end up showing someone, whether it's family member, friend, or romantic partner, you may actually end up showing someone that, you know, you may help them understand, okay, I really need to step up for Aquarius. I really, you know, because they may have thought that they were stepping up and showing you that they cared, but you're not really letting them in 100%. Okay? Aquarius, Sun and Rising signs. I hope that I made sense. Again, take what resonates, leave what does not. Much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Aquarius.